Good afternoon, traders. It's 12:38 on Tuesday, and I was trading the Nasdaq as always, up a little bit today, about 6 points. I have a lot of commission though, so only about 200 of this is profit. I started off actually negative 1 point. It was tough, and it wasn't all at once. I didn't just lose a quick point. It was a couple scalps here and there, and I fought my way back, and now I'm in the green. But those times where you're actually losing money, it's very difficult. It's easier to say I fought my way back after the fact, but if you would have saw the video, you would have noticed that my emotions really got the best of me. And then all it took was one good trade. I made $1.50 on a trade, got me back in the green, and you could notice the energy turned around. As I've explained in prior videos, when a football team is behind at the half, say it's 13-0, and they're going in the halftime, and the team that has 0 points is going into halftime with a touchdown to make it 7-13. Odds are when they come out, the momentum is going to continue in their favor, and they're going to fight back. And that's actually a statistical probability. That's why they started putting halftime bets on games. I'm not sure if you know a lot about Vegas lines, but a buddy of mine works in Vegas, and he was there since the beginning of the lines, and that's it. But I think we could use that in our profession as well. And I really want to talk about imprints in your brain. Over the Thanksgiving weekend, a quick thing that happened to me, I went over to my girlfriend's parents' house for Thanksgiving, and her uncle was talking to me, showing me these lessons of how to play the guitar. And the first lesson was how to play an A string. And don't worry, this will get straight to the point, and I'll lead it into trading. So he said that you have to keep saying the chord and strumming while pressing down the A string at the same time. And you have to keep saying it and saying it and saying it so that your mind gets that imprint in your mind. I think that goes with addiction. I think that goes with trading. I think that goes with anything. Think about the first time you tied your shoe. It was fun. You wanted to learn how to tie your shoe. And then they were loose at first, then you learn little tricks. Okay, tie it this way. Or you bake a pie and you do it this way. Or you ride a bicycle. And when you trade, honestly, I could have a movie on in the background. Now, I don't do this. I have done it. Have YouTube videos playing in the background. Or listen to a conference call. And I could just trade. And I'm not even focusing on the price action, but that imprint is in my brain forever. You will never lose the knowledge that you gain. A lot of people criticize me in emails, and people that I know. These are pikers. I don't like to cut down anybody, but that's not really cutting them down. They're pikers. They work 8 to 5. They look for vacation time. They're happy making $25,000, $50,000 a year. They're not entrepreneurs, and that's fine if that's their goal. But I want more than that, and I'm sure you do too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in this industry. But the reason they criticize me is because I believe in continuing education. I feel that the only way to get to where you want, to achieve your goals, your definite purpose in life, Napoleon Hill says you must find one thing that you want in life, and you must do everything to achieve that one thing. His famous quote is, whatever the brain or the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. If your goal is to make $1 million trading per year, and you're willing to put in the hours and not get sleep some nights and pull all-nighters and wake up early, you will eventually achieve that goal. He interviewed Andrew Carnegie, Vanderbilt, Henry Ford, Rockefeller, Flagler. He interviewed everybody, and that's the conclusion he came up with. So that's what I want to leave you with. It is 12:43, so there should be a move coming in the markets. I want to back it up a little bit and bring over another chart to show you where we're at longer term. Okay. So here's the daily chart. And this orange line right here is very important. You need to pay close attention to it because it's where we opened on the month. So starting back in September when we were topping out, we've had a lot of downside since then. And then we had this final push down. Now I want to show you what a bearish candlestick looks like and a bullish candlestick looks like. Okay, sorry, I just switched charts on accident. Alright. Take a look at this candle right here. Notice that we opened right here. We ran up and then we closed at the low of the day. And the preceding candle was what? A down bar. What about this day? We opened up. We sold off hard. This was a very high range. And then we closed at the highs. And then the next day, we gap up 30 points and then run up another 20, 30 points. And then after that, it's just been massive upside. Now, I was long SPY calls, if you remember, on this day right here. Look at my video that I posted. When we move below this low, actually, remember it was 25.19. I said if we move below that level, I'm getting out. I sold them there. When I saw this reversal coming up, you could look at the Apple chart as well. I started long in Apple around 508, and I just sold that yesterday. So that was a big winner for me. It's making up for a loser that I had because I had someone exercise an option on me, and it never should have happened. I think it was an irregularity of some kind, but it happened, and I had to deal with that. So the market's breaking out. We're in positive territory right now. I'm not fighting the trend, and that's the thing that most people do. They'll see this big move right here, and they'll try to counter trade it when that's the wrong thing. Because when you get these institutions behind the trend, it's very hard to turn it. Not only intraday, but also on the daily time frame. I will short this market again, but it has to be solid confirmation. And I'm not just saying it needs to be a candlestick. It needs to be a lot of things. It needs to have a major catalyst. So where could the target be? And well, if we keep blasting up, eventually we could probably get back up to around 26.92. So I was talking at the wrong time because now that's when they go and run it up 10 points and I miss out on it. But now we're at resistance was 58, so I probably would have been shorting right there on the first initial wick. Okay, so it ran back up to 58. I missed it. I'm going to have to wait for a better opportunity. Okay. Seeing if it's going to bounce off 56. I'm long from 75. See if I could just get a quick scalp to 25 out of it. Alright, they filled me. Alright, I'm long from 50. Just trying to scalp it. Sell it at 54. Alright, they filled me. It's really coming in here. Good thing I got out. Okay. long from 50. Try to sell it at 53. Come on. I'm nervous here. Alright, 53. I could have got more out of it if it started hitting quarters, but I'll just take that. That's 3 successful scalps. $1.50 in the past 15 minutes. Alright, a new 5-minute bar just printed. The prior bar was a doji. The trend is up, but at the same time there could be more selling pressure. We're still maintaining this down trend line right here, so I'm a bit pessimistic about taking a long. Alright, so this could be a long signal right here. If we hit quarter, I'm going to bid in at 54. Alright, long from 54. It keeps tagging 75, but it's not tagging 54 quarter, which I don't like. I need to see some 54 quarters print. Alright, I had to exit it. Sold it for a 2-tick loss. Just in time before it collapsed. If the trade's not working, get out, period. Right, traders, I'm going to end this video now. Hopefully my talk, if it did anything, it inspired you a little bit more. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just help you not make the same mistakes that I did. And some people need motivation. Everybody needs motivation. Whether you're listening to me or listening to someone close to you, everyone needs a cheerleader on their side. And if your family's not doing it, sometimes, it's tough. And sometimes you really have to be selfish when obtaining your goals. You have to just void out what everyone else is saying and focus on your definite purpose. So that's it. Good luck trading. Watch 26.56 on the NASDAQ. I am actually short the euro. And I got short Friday. I should have covered here. My target was 129.10. It went to 14. A big reversal day though in the euro. Everyone's watching this. Dollar's catching a bit, of course. Bonds are up a little bit. Yields are down some. They were down a lot more yesterday. Tips were up yesterday, but tips are currently trading pretty much flat right now. So here's that big up move. We came back in. Here's the 10-year yield, pretty much trading at around where it was yesterday, but it had been coming in a little bit. And everything's pretty much flat in the fixed income market, so we're watching this. We filled the gap on the bonds that when we gapped up around that 150 level. Well, we filled that. Now we're going to see, what are we going to do? Are we going to end the month positive? Or are we going to come back down to 148.26? All right, that's it. Have a good day.